I'd say that the influences that you pick up along the way aren't as direct as one might imagine. My alma mater is the Sibelius Academy back in Finland, which I left in 2004. And at least back then, it was very much a world where you had the correctly composing contingent, and then you had the incorrectly composing people, and I was in the latter category. And when you leave that kind of environment behind, and then you're exposed to this really wide range of very contrasting different kinds of ways of relating to music and expressing yourself through music, the biggest impact it has, I think, is that it gives you a visceral experience of something that you perhaps understood all along, which is that there is no correct or incorrect way of making music. That whole idea is kind of absurd. There's just interesting and uninteresting music. Routine I'm not sure about, because I'm kind of unsystematic, and it really depends on what phase of the project I happen to be in. I spend a lot of time improvising on the piano, kind of mining for ideas, and when I have a better grasp of what it is I'm doing, I start fleshing it out on paper. I'm very much a pencil and paper and piano kind of composer. And when the material is familiar enough, it starts getting possible to do that work, even away from the piano, like in a noisy coffee shop or somewhere. Johann Sebastian Bach is the big one. Nothing else comes even close. Very much into early music, all the way back to the era of Guillaume de Machaut and Ars Nova, and very much including that repertoire. And early 20th century feels like the beginning of some kind of tradition that's easy to identify with, and I think that's not uncommon. The Carnatic music has changed the way I think about music and conceptualize music, and other random influences. For example, as a teenager, I was very much into 70s progressive rock, and some of those early aesthetic experiences still influence the way I write music. I'm currently in the process of developing, with my brother Tuomas Kaila, a children's opera, an animated children's opera, which nobody's asked for. And our goal is to have, by this coming spring, the spring of 2021, a bunch of materials available online, demo recordings, images, bits of the libretto, synopsis, for anyone to check out if they're interested, and for us to start looking for potential collaborators. And yeah, I'm having more fun writing this than I remember having in a long time. So it's very exciting.